Okay. Let's see. Gonna aim for 3 hours today, so hopefully I can make it. Oops. Okay. I think I got the promo up already. Okay. Sorry, I got a lot of tabs open right now. Okay. I got a lot of tabs open. Shut up. Sorry. Okay, that was not muted. Okay, but I think I should be good for today. So, wait, sorry, it actually should start on the chatting screen. Hello everybody, it's me, Varia the ViridianGhost. I hope you're all doing alright today. I will just be continuing my little chibi today, so... You know, I was scrambling to think of what to draw this morning, and then I realized, like, oh, I still have a couple pieces of unfinished art, so, you know, I figured I'd just work on that. But yeah, so hopefully I can keep my stream going today. You know, there's a severe weather alerts today, or I realized there's a severe windstorm alert. So I guess I kind of figured it was going on, you know, last night, but I thought the storm would happen during the early morning, not during the afternoon when I usually stream. So, you know, hopefully I don't die. You know, it's usually when like severe weather happens, it usually kind of like misses this general area a lot of the time. So, you know, I'm gonna hope that's the case. But yeah, I kind of remembered that it was going to happen when I was like looking outside my window, because I noticed that the treetops, they were like swinging around like a lot. I'm just like, oh god. But yeah, right now things are pretty chill at the moment, so I'm not sure how chill it will be for very long, but yeah, so I'm just gonna work on my little guy right here. So, you know, this is what I was working on last Tuesday. I think I got decently far into it. But yeah, I also have you know, if I feel like it, I have this other art piece that I could work on, so kind of a flower guy. You know, I was just kind of messing around with this piece. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it. Like, I feel like the face feels a little bit off to me, but, you know, otherwise, it should probably be okay. But yeah, I was working on this, like, Wednesday night, because, another VTuber who I like to watch a lot, she was doing some like work stuff earlier tonight, or like on Wednesday night, so it's like, oh, I should just join in and work on it a couple of hours. So, you know, I tried doing that, but the main issue is that I kind of accidentally stayed up way too long. Okay, by the way, I forgot to kind of post this, so copy and paste. So, oh god, I need to like this is like the color palette that I kind of saved from my old Live 2D model, but I wanted to have it around so I could because like these very bright colors, these are what I use for the add glow layer. So okay, hold on. So you can kind of see how the edges here are kind of like a lighter green. Well, I'm gonna try and like strengthen that a lot by using the add glow layer. So usually this is built up with the add glow. Honestly, I feel like I should have just went ahead and added the highlights last time I was working on this, but I think I was already getting a little bit cooked on by then, so it's like, so it's just kind of making dumb decisions, I guess. But yeah, right now I'm starting off with like kind of the bright blue version. So usually I use bright or this like minty blue as my base highlight, and then I just try to add in the highlighter green at some point. Yeah, I might erase away some of these edges just because it's so the highlighter green can stick out a bit more. But yeah, originally my character was just meant to have like the bright blue, but I think I was kind of experimenting with more of the brighter, or like a stronger green color, and I ended up liking how that looked a lot, so I kind of mixed both of them when I try to draw my character in the painterly style, so yeah. Anyways. Yeah, and I hope to start working on these fish pretty soon again, so sometimes I find the fish a little bit tedious, but I figured it'd be a good strengthen the shadows here. And then I can you know, add the secondary light source, so technically my character is since my character glows, they should actually be feeling some of the, or not feeling, but some of the light should be bounced off their scale, be bounced off them. But yeah, admittedly I tend to struggle with shading my fish, because I guess they were designed to be really simple, so they're not quite as shapely. You know, someone, yeah, back during Art Fight, someone like drew my character Varia, and I really liked how they interpreted my fish, because they gave it more of a realistic look, but while still kind of staying cutesy. Yeah, they did a good job with the fish, so part of me wonders if I should have referenced them a little bit, but you know, I just try to stick to my original design for the most part. Sort of like these little chibi fish, basically. My perpetually chibi fish. Also, hello Kyla Day, I hope your day is going alright. Day/night. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. I figure you prefer to lurk today, so I just want to say thank you for coming, and I hope the rest of your day goes well. I'm just working on my little chibi again. Just peeping in before break ends. I see. Alright, thanks for popping in during your break then. But yeah, I'll show you the overall art piece. Not sure if you saw it yet, but I haven't done much work on it since I started this morning, so you know, not all that much has really changed yet, but yeah, I'm hoping to get do a little bit more cleanup, and of course there's going to be the line art stage, because I usually add line art after a certain point. I'll like kind of paint on the line art, so I hope to do that eventually, but yeah, right now I'm just focusing on the highlights. Basically trying to make it look like my character's hair is glowing and all that. I see, yep. But yeah, I hopefully should have it done today. Usually I tend to underestimate the excuse me. I tend to underestimate the amount of cleanup work I usually need to do on stream, but you never know. Yeah, honestly I think I'm just bad at guessing this kind of stuff, so. But yeah, I basically am hoping to get it done by tonight. And I think I'm generally I'm gonna try and aim for a 3 to 4 hour stream. We'll see if I have the energy, but you know, it's the last stream before my 2-week break, so I kind of wanted it to be long, but as I was saying earlier, I noticed that there's going to be a severe weather storm later today, or there's supposed to be a severe weather storm later today. Like, I was looking at the map to see how bad our zone is, and it's like the darkest. Yeah, my county is in like the darkest red, so it's like, yeah, basically everyone in my section of the state is like going to be hit pretty badly. So of course usually my specific like little neighborhood somehow always manages to not get hit quite as severely, but you know, I am a little bit nervous, so, but I'll probably be okay. There might be a power outage though. That's they were warning about that, and I feel like that's probably what's going to affect me most likely. So yeah, that's the big prediction. But yeah, funny thing about like my particular area, I don't know, it's like, stay safe and thank you. Yeah, it's like, it just feels like we never get hit quite as hard with storms. So on the downside, we never seem to get as much rain either. So that was a big concern of mine last year, because like I would look at the weather predictions and it would say that there would be rain, but then it just like never rains in my area. So I don't know, it just I think like generally I guess a lot of the weather stuff kind of happens to the south of us, like not even like far south, but yeah, it seems like everything gets hit a lot more outside of our area. Yeah, like I'm not a big expert on weather, but I did used to check up on the local weather quite a bit. Like I still did it like last year, but especially when I was still working outside, because I would want to predict what kind of gear I should carry and stuff. Because sometimes the weather can be a little bit unpredictable. At least from day to day. So, you know, I try to use the weather app and all that. Yeah, I don't know if your area tends to have like severe weather or not, but it can get a little bit rough around here. But yeah, generally we're not like the worst hit area ever, so. Yeah, we're not in the... It's like I'm not living in the prairie, so that kind of helps, you know? I know like to the west in the prairies there's a lot of that's where all the tornadoes are and all that. Actually, I remember a little bit, maybe like a couple weeks ago, I started looking up some tornado videos again, so, because natural disasters, they tend to be kind of interesting. Because I think I was talking with someone about trying to look up natural disasters and stuff, and I recommended a channel called Pecco's Hank, because he's a storm chaser, so he has a lot of really good videos about the tornadoes he tends to capture and all that. So yeah, I kind of remembered that recently. Watched his best tornadoes of 2025. So yeah, okay. But yeah, the transitional seasons, they tend to be, the weather definitely gets really chaotic then, so yeah, just gonna sit around and wait, basically. Okay. Hold on. Come on. Sorry, I was trying to do the highlights here. Yeah, try to get the highlights at an angle that seems like it would capture what it would look like with the hair flow here. Of course, like a lot of this area is quite blocked, or blocked by various things, so like shadows and the chain right here. So okay. So yeah, I'm just trying to carefully mark out the stuff. I'm gonna get some under highlights just cause. Okay. Alright. Of course, I could probably get a little bit more over here. Zoom out. But yeah, I don't think anything too crazy has... Sorry, I just noticed that my audio peaked. But yeah, I don't think anything too crazy has happened the past couple of days. Just kind of just dealing with the job, so... Wednesday was pretty slow. Thursday not quite as slow, but managed to survive it, so yeah. Okay, right now I'm just erasing away some of the blue here, because I'm going to start putting that brighter green in. Usually I just keep the brighter green towards the top part of the, or the part of the highlights that are actually in the lighter areas, rather than just the under highlights. But yeah, I'm just trying to... Usually the areas that should be like popping out more anyways, so... Okay. Actually, I feel like I could bring this out. But yeah, I think I was trying to talk about it a bit earlier, but I was doing like hanging out in a Discord call, which is kind of nice because I'm not very good about socializing, so. But I accidentally ended up staying up way later than I really meant to, so. I think I stayed up until like 1 basically on my work night, so like whoopsie-daisy and all that. Okay, this is actually looking really brave for some reason. Oh god. Maybe yeah, lowering the opacity, I know that would help. I'm gonna erase away a bit more of it, try to put in this darker grain a bit. Okay. But yeah, that actually happened right after my stream, so... You know, I was looking to play a new game that I just got, because I just bought Alien Tavern. I was talking about it a little bit earlier, and I think in another stream, because it was like on sale and all that, but I wanted to wait until the next check came in, or at least make sure I got my payments dealt with, so yeah, I kind of waited on that for a little bit, but yeah, I meant to play it on Wednesday night, but after stream, that or on like Thursday night, but I ended up not doing that, so I just played Kingdoms of Amalur by myself on Thursday because I was like super duper tired that day. I was like really tired that day actually. But yeah, I kind of ended up doing that, and then yeah, right after work I was like very much conked out for a good while since I was so tired. Yeah, I know I woke up on Thursday night. I was like, I don't want to go to work. Of course, I'm like that like every morning. Yeah, it's having a really hard time just waking up to do stuff, so. But I think that's been kind of a thing for a while, so I'll be real with you. And that's why I'm going on my break. But yeah, I just need to survive the work this weekend, and then I'll be able to go on my little vacation, so. Well, this weekend, and I have the next 2 days, or next Wednesday and Thursday, so. And also, thank you for the lurk Paulette. But yeah, I just gotta survive that. And then I'll just be able to laze around, or... Well, I still want to do some work, or like some artwork, try to focus back on that, but yeah, just taking a little break from streaming. I would like to have a day where I just kind of play games the entire day. That would be nice. Because yeah, I was definitely feeling that on Thursday. Like, I really want to just play games for maybe a day or two. Just play games for myself, at least. You know, like a proper relaxing day. No going out, just staying at home, chilling out, all that good stuff. But yeah, besides that, I kind of want to work on YouTube stuff, or like finally try to figure out how to use the DaVinci, because that's like a video editing software that I downloaded a while back but never really learned how to use. But yeah. Okay, I'm gonna shave down on this. Oops, wrong brush. Gonna shade down on this highlight right here because it's a little too thick for me. Okay. Had a delicate. Okay. Just trying to. Yeah, right now I'm just trying to sharpen up some of the edges here, so it's blending stuff out, that tends to make things not as clean. But yeah, generally just sharpen up shapes and all that. And probably soften up this little area. Also, for context, for anyone who might have seen my little mosquito doodle on Blue Sky, that was related to the voice chat, just because I ended up drawing it because we were talking about mosquitoes, and it's like, I don't know, I thought it was really funny, so I posted it on Blue Sky. A lot goofier than yeah, so I ended up saving that canvas because originally I just kind of sketched up another cone flower because I find cone flowers to be quite easy to doodle, but yeah, and then I doodled the mosquito, and it's like, oh, this is too funny to delete, so yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm just kind of observing my artwork. I also got an itch on my thigh, so take care of that. Sorry, gotta stretch. Ugh. I kind of wish I moved around a bit more earlier this morning, but you know, I just kind of was sitting around trying to warm up my art muscles for the morning. But yeah, I was I was really tired when I first woke up, I'll be honest with you guys. Yeah, I think I messed up my sleep schedule already. Like, I barely did anything, it's already a mess. Yeah, I ended up staying up super duper late on Thursday night too, so it's like, whoops, my bad. But yeah, so very, very sleepy. Very sleepy. Also, when I woke up, it's like there was a bunch of snow on the ground, so obviously I couldn't really go out and walk around. But yeah, it seems like all the snow melted already, so kind of surprised how fast that ended up disappearing. But yeah, it's supposed, I think I talked about it a bit earlier, but it's supposed to like cool down a lot for in the next week, so kind of, yeah, hoping that my the tulips that already started blossoming, I'm hoping that they're okay. But yeah, also I have no idea how the potted tulips will end up, because I kind of just left them sitting out in the next to the picnic table, and I touched the dirt yesterday because I was walking around a little bit while it was still like moderately warm. You know, I'm trying to like figure out where I want that, get a better idea of where I want my flower bed to be. And like I touched it and it's like, oh man, this is frozen. This is frozen like crazy. So yeah, that was I did that. Yeah, I hope I can get the flower to bed more towards the closer area outside rather than having to push it far away, because I think I would. Sorry, I'm like staring out the window. But yeah, I think I would really like to just be able to look out my window and see a bunch of flowers, See my pretty flowers. But yeah, I kind of just watched more. Right before stream, I just kind of watched more gardening videos, because that's basically what my algorithm is now. Okay. Also, the ads are going to be hitting pretty soon, just a fair warning to everyone. Okay. Yeah, sorry if I'm being a bit quieter. Not much, as I said, not much happened yesterday. Just me gaming. Playing through the different areas, so I hung out in the desert zone a little bit more, but it kind of came to my realization that it's not quite as I guess, developed as the plains and the forest were, so kind of went back to the plains again. Did some questing there. Yeah, admittedly, part of me feels like I want to take a break from Kingdoms of Amalur 2, but also part of me wants to come back because it is a fun game. I'm just getting a little bit tired of some of the basic stuff, though. So, but at the same time, I do want to level up my character to more and more. By the time that I get back to streaming and playing that game again, my character's level is just going to be like 90. I mean, I don't think it'll be that high, but yeah, I managed to level up a couple of times again, and I reached Paragon, which is another part, basically the class above the class that I was at, so another up on the magic warrior type of class and all that. So that's nice for me. Haven't played much as Paragon because once I reached that level, I just like decided that it's time to call it for the night, because I think it was like 1 p.m. already. It's like, oh damn, I've been streaming quite a bit, or not streaming, but been playing longer than I meant to. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. Haven't gone much further in that swamp area though, because the swamp area is the area that I just reached through the story, so yeah. Probably going to be a little bit more hands-off until the next until I start streaming it again, because that is like the new, as I said, it's the new area for the story. That and my character is a little bit low leveled for that area, I think. So yeah, I gotta work on getting some nice new gear, and I gotta get all nice and strong. By the time I come in, everything is just gonna fall at my feet, dead, because of how OP I am. But yeah, okay, let's start this coffee. Okay. Just adding more shading here. Adding more detail to my little fishies. They're so cute. Of course, I probably need to emphasize the coarse shadow in some areas, so I'm gonna actually press down harder with my pen. I'm not very good at taking advantage of the fact that I can do that. Like use the pen pressure and all that. Kind of a skill issue on my part, I think. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, maybe I went a little bit crazy right there, so I want to soften the core shadow again. Maybe add a bit more over here. Oh, and the odds should be hitting it just about now, so I'll see you all in 3 minutes, or we'll see each other in 3 minutes, I think. But yeah. Alright, so let's get some more shading on this little guy. Okay. Trying to make him not the best drawn fish right here, but it's probably good enough, let's be honest. I don't think most people are looking that closely towards my details, I'll be real. Also, I'm just kind of realizing how much I need to clean up this, the coat here. It's still quite rough compared to everything else. And I don't think I'm going to add the silver trim here, because I think I probably went a little too crazy with the highlights already, so. But yeah, I should keep notes to try and fix up the details there. I'm actually gonna see if I can write an actual note. Okay, just trying to find this piece of scrap paper. Yeah, right here. Right. Open up my pen. Clean up coat. Because I have a short-term memory. So sometimes writing out notes is a good idea. Of course, I tend to do that digitally, but anyways. Metal parts. Okay. And I don't think I have to remind myself about line art, but I am a little bit nervous about jumping into that. Sorry, I need to like stretch like crazy. Holy crap. Ugh. I really should have been moving around a lot more this morning. Honestly, I was so tired this morning, I didn't even bother to go get my morning treat. So, you know, I tend to go to get fast food breakfast on Friday mornings, but kind of been skipping that the last couple of weeks. Honestly, I know it does like save money, but yeah, I think admittedly the biggest reason is just because I'm too tired to drive out there. So, yeah. Anyways, working on my little fishies once again. Okay. And yeah, let's get to working on this coffee a lot more, so try to drink it up and all that. Trying to make sure to hold it in my other hand so I can keep forgetting to do that. You know, it's a little bit out of sight. Like the place I'm putting it is a bit out of sight right now, so I think that's why I'm kind of forgetting about it. Or haven't been good about drinking it. You know, we don't want perfectly good coffee going to waste, you know? But yeah. Welcome back, everyone who was stuck behind the ad wall. You didn't really miss much, just probably mostly me just trying to stretch, yeah, desperately stretching, because I did, as I said before, I did not move around enough this morning, so yeah, I think I'm just worn out already, because was a bad ghost. I didn't go to bed at time. I ignored my bedtime. Holy crap, yeah, I absolutely ignored the bedtime. Holy crap. Sorry, just like thinking. Oh. The problem was that I wanted to listen to music after gaming, so that's usually what keeps me up a lot of the time. Just listening to music, kind of pacing around my bedroom, all that. But yeah, I didn't go to sleep until like 3 a.m., so, you know, whoops. Major whoops. I'm usually not that bad. I mean, I'm usually bad, but yeah, not 3 p.m. or 3 a.m. bad. Yeah, 3 a.m. would be like really bad, I'll be real. Oh god, why am I erasing it? Oh, Jesus Christ. Shoot. I didn't realize it was, had the eraser on. Hopefully it shouldn't be too big of a deal. I don't think it was, affecting too much outside of this fish, maybe. Hopefully. Sorry, I'm just trying to add a bit more shadow to this eye right here. Okay. Yeah, it might be a longer cleanup than I anticipated, honestly. Just trying to think about all the stuff that I gotta do. Anyways. Oh, man. Okay. So I got some rough shading on these little guys. I think I'm going to try and like add a bit of a lighter color to the eyes right now. No, actually, yeah. Clean up this eye because holy crap, it's messy. Nope, hold on. And clean it the right way. Okay. Yeah, and I'll add some lighter color for the fish as well. Oh, but I forgot this area. Damn it. Okay. Or I meant I forgot this fish. And I don't have the face fish this time because I think I just forgot. Oh, I really don't think there was enough space there, so it's okay. The face fish, we'll say that this is the face fish. It just felt like being a bit lower down. And I wanted a little bit more privacy and all that. The face fish, you know, this, hold on, too much. Yeah, you can see him like this fish. My little personal fishy. Okay. Yep, okay. Yeah. So we zoom out. Let's drink some water. You know, sometimes I think about how I used to want to make like video games when I was younger. Like before I went into before I went into a community college, realize I have no fucking idea how to use computers. I don't know. I guess, I think maybe about, around January, I was kind of considering getting a book about how to potentially design games again. I don't think I'm gonna, like, get into game design, but it'd be interesting to kind of read about how you would actually design said games. I think the big issue is that I was probably more focused on the artsy aspects of games rather than actual game stuff. You know, the game's part of game design, and also the computer stuff too. Yeah, it's always the computer stuff. Yeah, some part of me kind of wonders what it would be like if I actually followed that path in life properly. But I don't know. It just kind of... I guess I thought that maybe designing or like doing indie games would probably be a good way to express my creativity in a way, I guess. Seemed like something that I had an actual chance. I thought I would have an actual chance in it, I guess, because it was more popular at the time. Might be a bit more... I guess for some reason I thought it'd be more manageable than stuff like making comics or anything. But yeah, I usually don't know what I'm talking about, so... I also like the idea of like getting into comics too. I just wanted to do something creative. But I think by the end of it, I was probably starting to lean more towards like doing illustration. Because I definitely felt like that was more in my, grasp, you could say. A little bit more feasible for someone like me. But yeah, that's just how I felt. I guess if I were to like jump into gaming design or designing a game, I kind of wonder what I would try to go into, or what type of game I should go into. I probably want to make a game that isn't necessarily like super long, just because, just speaking out of practicality, I think. Probably would have tried to make a Metroidvania game, kind of like a Ori and the Blind Forest, because that was kind of my inspiration back then. But yeah, I don't know. Of course, the games I tend to get into are more, or the games that I actually play leaned more towards RPG, as you can probably tell with my gaming habits. The fun stuff. Okay. All right. I don't know, maybe one of those multiplayer type of games that have been getting really popular. Maybe I can try. Maybe I could have tried doing something a little more unique with the design, but I'm not really sure. I don't know, maybe like a life sim type of game or a gardening themed game. I heard that there's a game that's kind of focused on like bird watching, or like taking photos of bird, or like video game birds, basically. because I think I mentioned like a video, mentioned something like this, but I was watching a YouTube video about a guy who's like developing obsession with birds, and he kind of talked about playing a game that was themed around that. That was a fun video, but yeah, I'm feeling like maybe I should check it out eventually. Oh yeah, I just remembered that there's actually 2 games that two games that on my wish list that are on sale, but I forgot to check that out. I'm just gonna take a little momentary break just to look at it. Just a mental break. It won't be very long, just try to peek at the wish list. Come on, show me. What do you mean no matching items? Just show me. Did you forget what my wish list looks like? I cannot speak for the love of God. Ugh. There. I don't know, for some reason task management got tagged. Alright, tell me what's on sale, guys. There's Craft Treasures on sale. Oh yeah, I think it's the Final Fantasy games again. Got Sunhaven, which is actually a farming sim, which was what I was just talking about. We got Enshrouded. I know that's a multiplayer fantasy game. I don't think I'm social enough to find people. Yeah, it's all the Final Fantasy stuff, so. Got Final Fantasy 16 for $25, Final Fantasy 13 for $6.39, and the same thing with Final Fantasy 3, so those kind of games. Alright. Sorry, I wanted to check. Oh my god. Sorry. Okay, sorry, I just wanted to check that out real quick. Okay. I'm gonna make the secondary. Sorry, I just feel like my secondary eye shine isn't as bright. The inner shine. Not sure how to describe it, but yeah, my little... I call it the inner shine because it's like reflecting off the back of the iris rather than the general eye. Yes, fish doesn't have any shine. Probably because I keep forgetting about it. Okay. Yeah, I think I should be okay for the time being with the fish. I probably don't need much more work. But yeah, I should probably start cleaning up this coat a little bit, so... Damn it. Sorry, I'm trying to erase away the stuff, but obviously I did not kind of failed at that. But yeah, just kind of cleaning up the edges. Try to do the same thing over here. Boop. Come on. Ugh. Sorry, I'm just trying to check things out. Okay, I think I would like to add more of a coarse shadow around. So, I'll make it a darker. Don't want it to be too dark because it's just meant, as I said, it's just meant to be a coarse shadow. So, usually the darkest part of a general shadow. It's not ambient occlusion, but usually the part that kind of hits the lighter area. I think the reason why it appears so dark is probably just a optical illusion. So probably because it's like hitting since it's right up against the lighter area, it just happens to appear darker, but I'm not entirely sure. Also, the bounce light doesn't usually hit it quite as much, I don't think. But that's probably just me not knowing what I'm talking about. I'm also lightening up some of the other areas. So this, the part of the rope right here that's kind of going upwards, I'm lightening that up. But yeah. Should probably do something similar with the trim. Actually, should probably blend out the base color of the trim a little bit because it is still pretty rough. Actually, this specific spot is very messy to me, so I'm gonna try and take care of that. But yeah, I think cleaning up the trim is going to be the big mission here. And also darkening the edges too, so I'm not sure about darkening, but I guess darkening isn't a bad way to describe it. But yeah, basically working on this edge, so I was messing with the wrong color, whoops. Of course I said I wasn't going to add trims, but I realized I still need the belt should still have its trims, but I'm just talking about the general silver trimming on the coat. Originally my character wasn't actually supposed to have silver trim on the coat. That was just something to kind of add more complexity, I think. Because I thought I just wanted a more complicated design. But yeah, the main design isn't necessarily meant to have all that detail. Or the core design, I guess. Because I definitely have like a core idea of my character design. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna add a really dark shadow behind the silver parts real quick. That is that. And then make it darker out here too. Also, for some reason my brain feels a little bit foggy. It's not like headache foggy like it was last week, but it's just like generally foggy. Okay, there should be a cast shadow from the hair right here, so since it's against my character's body, it doesn't like reflect, or the glow doesn't reflect on like the coat or anything. It just reflects on parts that aren't really necessarily a part of my character, so yeah, just basically it's meant to act like a normal cast shadow. So yeah, I'm darkening this a bit. So hello Dream, I hope your day is going well. Have you been doing anything fun today? And thank you for coming. I'm just working on my little guy right here, so I want to get him done hopefully today, as long as like my house doesn't get blown down or anything. I'm probably not going to die or anything. It's just I just have a little bit concerned about the weather warning, so it looks like the warning actually is okay. I mean, technically it's still on, but it doesn't seem to be like immediately pushed onto me, so. But yeah, I hope your day is going all right. I'm just trying to think of what to do next. Maybe add a bit of shading towards these green parts for the variation and all that. Oops, okay. Yeah, I'm adding some subtle shadow, or comparatively subtle shadows, or at least like some sort of cast shadow here. But yeah, I'm mostly focusing on cleanup. Sorry, I just thought I heard a noise. But yeah, so the main reason I'm concerned is just like I'm more concerned about a power outage, so that's why I'm feeling like my stream might be shorter than I initially hoped, but yeah, I'm just gonna focus on this little guy. Nothing exciting yet, but the day has started well enough. I see. That's good to hear. Also, it just occurred to me that I didn't, may or may not have forgotten to add a the glow highlight towards my, this little ponytail right here. Or the end of the braid. My character has a braid. Yeah, my character is just a mix of elements that I like in character designs, so. Fun fact. But yeah, I just try to add this down here. And probably blend it out so it looks a little bit cleaner. But yeah, do you have any big plans, or are you just gonna take it a little bit easier? Yeah, I think after stream, I'm just gonna try and take things a bit easier. Just try to chill out a little bit. That or come up with plans. I'm not sure. I don't know yet. Yeah. Yeah, I think the reason why my head why I'm feeling a little bit off right now is just because I haven't eaten enough. Yeah, I chose not to go out to get breakfast, but I did still have my cereal, so... You know, I was hoping my stomach would hold out a little bit longer, but... I don't know, maybe when the long break happens, I'll try to make some toast, so... Kind of want to use some, that cinnamon butter that we saved from, my brother's birthday dinner left from last week, or last Sunday, I should say. But yeah, we went to Texas Roadhouse, so yeah, my mom saved some of the butter from the dinner, so I haven't touched it yet, but yeah. Chilling for now, writing some character conversations for now. I see. Have an hour until I spend my fiance's lunch break with him, then another hour before I start my own stream. I see. I hope your own stream goes well. I'm trying to. But yeah, I guess that's quite a few plans. But yeah, I do hope your own stuff goes well. I'll just be, Sorry, I'm not super talkative. Like, now that I think about the food, it's like, Yeah, I think I need food. Yeah, I ran out of my, protein bars, so... Actually, I'm sorry to do this, but usually I try to do this when the commercial break happens, but I need to use the little ghost room right now because I didn't use a break before stream because I was too busy looking at flower videos, which is probably didn't need to do that, but yeah. Okay. Sometimes I wish I guess part of me feels like I wish I found more discussion videos about the hobbies I like to take part in rather than just instructional videos, because the instructional stuff, while useful, can get a little bit boring after a while, so. Okay, but yeah, I'm just gonna use the restroom. I'm sorry about this, but I'll BRB. It's not. Muted the wrong thing. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I just didn't think I would. I didn't really want to hold up, you know, stay around holding it in for entire 30 minutes. Sorry if that sounds gross. Okay. But yeah, let's get back to work real quick. I think I should have. Okay, that was the wrong thing. Okay, I'm gonna bring out this suction right real quick. And I'm gonna clean up the metal parts a bit more because I have not been doing that. So try to blend it out. But yeah, I'll try to take care of that, and then I will add a bit more lighting and shading to the set silver bits. Then I'll actually start the kind of lining process. So it's not like a kind of a very messy line art, but I think it kind of brings out a lot. At least like makes things look a lot cleaner, a lot faster. So yeah, I think that's the main reason why I do kind of line art like that. Also, what do you plan on doing for your stream? Are you planning on doing art or just doing whatever? Also, I just realized I forgot a certain detail. Ah, damn. Okay. Yeah, my character has like this little decorative element to his coat. I'll just do a very simple version of it. Yeah, I don't need to get too complicated. I think I'm saying that more for myself than anyone else. Okay. Yeah, and clean this back area up a bit more too. Okay. And may as well clean up some of the edges here. So I'm just gonna add this lighter color towards the edge of the green hem, because that kind of brings it out, makes it look a lot more finished, at least in my opinion. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of considering, at least doing on my break, maybe try to reduce some of my stream stuff. Definitely like the gaming overlay, I think, because I don't know, I don't think the gaming overlay is really that good. I'll probably finish the cozy plant game, Urban Jungle. If I have time, I might work on some art. I see. That's interesting. I never heard of Urban Jungle. Is it like a gardening type of game then? I mean, if you're mentioning plants, I would assume. I know cozy games are quite the rage these days. I don't actually play a ton of cozy games now that I think about it, but I feel like that's the kind of genre I would be into, but yeah, admittedly, I haven't touched a whole lot of them. Probably because I'm just cheap and I don't play a lot of games in general. But yeah, that sounds pretty interesting. Okay, I'm trying to finish this coffee up. It's gonna... Right now it's cold and it's probably gonna be gross. Hold on. Mm. Mm. Ugh. Honestly, though, I guess the concept sounds kind of interesting, so maybe I can try checking it out when I'm off stream, if I remember to. I tend to forget to do that kind of stuff a lot, but just so I can see what it's about. You know, try to warm myself up before gardening season, you know. It's hard to describe. It's more of a home decorating game, I suppose. You place plants around the house and try to meet their needs if they need water or sun, or if they need to be next to a certain other plant, for example. I see. That's interesting. So it's kind of like a houseplant game then. But yeah, that sounds kind of interesting. I might at least like take a little peek at it. Just a little peek. But yeah, I'm actually planning on taking a peek at a couple of other games later. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I think I mentioned that I finally got Ale and Tavern, so that's been on my wish list for a while. Apparently it's there's more to the game rather than just like tavern management, which is admittedly what I originally thought. I guess there's a lot more of the RPG elements to it, but yeah. But yeah, I hope to check it out a bit later. I was also recommended one of those kind of like multiplayer games that have been blowing up, so I think it's called Frog Squad or something, but yeah, I'm gonna check it out to see if it's I'm interested in that. So it's, I guess I heard it's kind of it's a little bit similar to Repo or something like that, but it's not, a lot less scary than Repo. So yeah, hopefully I can see if that works out for me. Hi Ghost, long time no see. I see. Hello Storm, I hope you're doing all right. How's life been for you? I know it's been a little while since we have seen each other. But yeah, I hope things are going well for you. I just kind of been drawing over here, so think about plants and stuff, but yeah, I'm about to go on my on a break pretty soon. Yeah, I think it's probably mentioned in the stream title. I'm going on at least 2 weeks, so maybe 3 weeks, most likely 2 weeks though. I'm not sure if I really want to go on 3 weeks, but I'm fine. What about you? But yeah, I'm okay-ish. Been really tired lately, so that's why I decided to take some time off. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna like focus on some art stuff for the next few weeks, and also try and maybe do some off-stream stuff. Yeah, like I was thinking of like trying to learn some editing software so I can finally try and make YouTube videos, because I've been planning on that for a good long time. But yeah, I'm gonna try and do that along with painting these little chibi characters, because I want to open up a new service on VGen, and also you know, I at least try to take some time to chill out, of course. Oh, okay, I hope your break rejuvenates you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think I just need to take a break from streaming specifically, because yeah, I think that's been kind of like what's been draining me a lot lately. Just trying to worry about the numbers game and all that. I think that's kind of been messing with me a little bit. So yeah, just try to have some time off and do all this other stuff. Oh yeah, and I was talking that I wanted to redo some at least one of my overlays, so specifically the gaming overlay. I'm not super crazy about it. Like, it looks kind of pretty, but you know, I think maybe it's a little bit too eye-catching, I guess. Either too eye-catching, or I think I just need to make the gaming screen make the gaming screen bigger. That's the big thing for me. A darker color and more screen space, all that stuff. But I'm not entirely sure if I will be doing that, just because I do intend to laze around for a bit, so I at least plan to have a few days for just like chilling out and playing video games, so for having fun, you could say. I understand that. Yeah, that does make sense. Yeah. But yeah, I also have the weekend after this weekend. I also have that off from my actual regular job, so yeah, I will be taking those days off to just do fun stuff, I guess. Either gaming, or I might go out to the art museum, maybe. I don't know. But yeah. Okay, I'm trying to stretch. Sorry, I'm like stretching again. Oh, I did not move around enough this morning. I was kind of complaining about that a bit earlier, but my body. Okay. Sorry, I'm like trying to observe. Need to make sure to get this stuff done. So, but yeah, hoping to finish this chibi by the end of this stream, just because you know, as I said, I'm going on a break, so may as well. Admittedly, I don't think I was planning on doing this chibi on stream, or finishing the chibi on stream, but yeah, I didn't really have anything else planned today, so of course I still have a lot of unfinished stuff that I could work on, but of course. But yeah, that's just been on it for me. By the way, enough about me. Have you been working on any projects lately, or have you just been trying to chill out? More so chill out, basically. Oh yeah, and I've been thinking about gardening stuff a lot lately, but you probably know that I've been yapping about that for a good while now. Got a lot of plans and all that. I still need to figure out where to put it. Yeah, I do want it to be like somewhere that I can see outside my window, I'm gonna be honest. You know, just like be able to glance over and see a bunch of pretty flowers. I've been trying to publish my book. I'm waiting for reviews, basically, but at least that's about it. I see. Okay. Yeah, I think you mentioned that you were trying to get it edited, basically. Yeah, we talked. Yeah, sorry. I just remembered that. But yeah, I hope the reviews come soon. Yeah, I don't think I have any like special projects right now, outside of like some art stuff. But yeah, I'm kind of wondering if I should start something when I get back. I'm not sure. Okay. And don't worry, it happens. And thank you. You're welcome. Okay. Yeah, sorry if I'm being a little bit quiet. I'm just I just realized I was feeling a bit hungry again earlier, so yeah, I think when the next ad breaks hit, I'll try and make myself some toast, so I might be gone for a little bit. Yeah, just something to munch on. I forgot to get. I'm gonna probably steal some bread from my parents' collection, because I forgot to get some the past couple of days, because I've been trying to keep some bread around for peanut butter sandwiches, but you know, I forgot to buy more, so yeah. Toast is good. Keep hydrated and fed. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'm still trying to finish off this coffee. It's like ice cold right now, so struggling with that a little bit, but I just gotta do it, man. Okay, hold on. 3, 2. Ugh. Nasty. and back to the water. Huh. Oh, yeah, so anyways, sorry, I'm just looking things over again. Okay, let's try to get some silver onto the edges of this belt real quick, and then I'm gonna try and start doing the line art just so I can have it basically start it off, because I need to get that done, because when I add lining towards these like sort of painted style artworks, it definitely it makes things look a lot cleaner, a little bit more professional even. So yeah, I'm trying to get that done. So okay, let's get the base color real quick and just kind of, sorry, I'm being a little bit quiet. I'm just trying to get it done, as I said. Yeah, usually there's a lot more silver on my character's outfit, but I decided to leave most of it for the time being, or at least, yeah, I'll leave most of it today. Just kind of focus on the basic stuff. Okay. Okay, hold on. Keep noticing issues as I draw along. A little bit of a struggle, some might say. Just a little bit of a struggle. Okay. Oh, I forgot to... Yep, as I said, keep noticing issues. Okay, yeah, sorry I'm being really quiet right now. I'm just not being the best at yapping today. Yeah, I don't think you garden yourself, but yeah, I've just been doing like kind of the same old these lately, so just looking at the plant videos, just thinking about the plant arrangements, playing my game. The game is Kingdoms of Amalur, by the way. I don't know if I don't think I've ever... You've probably seen my stuff about it, but yeah, I've just been kind of like obsessed with the RPG right now, basically, so... Even though I know that not a lot of people really want to see me play it, but it's fun, damn it. It's a fun game. Yeah, I've just mostly been side questing on my own. I think I was talking a bit earlier, but I'm gonna try and try out a couple of newer games that I just got. So I just got Aelin Tavern. I don't know if you heard of that one, but that's kind of that's more of a social type of game. So, but I think you can probably play it on your own just fine, maybe. I don't know. You probably don't need like other people necessarily to play it. I'm just kind of worried about it being kind of like a peak situation where it would be way easier if other people were around. Oh yeah, that sounds fun. I also have been really glued to Mutgenix. I see. Sorry, I had a double tick at that name. But yeah, from the looks of it, it's supposed to be more of those task management games, but there's apparently more towards it, like a side quest and RPG elements. So I haven't really touched it, but I'm excited to give it a try, basically. But yeah, outside of that, I've also just been oh yeah, there's apparently one of those multiplayer style games. As I said, kind of like Peak, or I think this one's closer to Repo from what I heard. But it's called Frog Squad, and it's like demo mode, but yeah, I'm gonna try and peek at that game because it was recommended to me by someone, so I want to see if I can get into it. But yeah, basically it's free to play right now, or at least the demo is free to play, so which I would prefer a demo to be free to play, you know, but yeah. Okay. Well, okay, another stretch. Okay. That's good, yeah. Even just the demo already helps to check how it goes, yeah. Yep. But yeah, basically you play as a frog and you try to collect food, I believe, so... Basically a lot less scary version of those other games. Because, the big thing holding me back from, like, trying to play Repo with people is just that it's, like... It's scary. I'm not good at horror games. Or just even handling horror games. You probably know that already, if you could, if you remember my attempt at playing Dredge all the way back in Halloween. Like, I barely did anything and I got super scared. But no, it's evening. Go, go. Go, go, go. Back to town, back to town. Like that. Okay, it's time to just get to the line art, though. Alright, hold on. Lining. But yeah, it's just how it be. I do remember, yeah. I'm also not great with horror, yeah. I like reading and hearing stories of horror stories. I just can't handle things like video games at all because it's I don't know, the experience of actually like being in there just kind of overwhelms me a lot. Breaks my little ghost brain. Which kind of sucks because I guess like ghosts are very good for us. Spooky. I guess horror would kind of fit with my theme a little bit, but horror, dark fantasy, yeah, that stuff is sort of meant to match my theme, but I just can't handle that stuff at all. Like, damn it, I even get scared with like Elden Ring, honestly. Just overwhelmed very easily. Okay. Yeah, right now I'm just trying to... I'm working on the basic line art right now, so... And hopefully this should sharpen things up a lot. After that, I might try and work on this background. So I have a basic sketch for it, but this is supposed to be like a underwater garden, basically. You know, I've been thinking lately I need to like just take some time to kind of like design little underwater versions of actual flowers and plants. Basically try to think of what my character's underwater garden would be like. I don't know, I feel like that'd be kind of fun. All right. Let's take another drink of water. It's understandable. We sometimes gravitate towards stuff we get scared by. I have been around anything that is dead. When I see an animal dead, I go around and avoid it, but I like skulls and grimy aesthetics anyway, yeah. I know it was like, for a good while, it was like drawn towards body horror. So, body horror and like really monstrous looking creatures. I'm also like very, very scared of like gore and stuff, so. I know I have a weird fear of dead fish as well, so. I mean, dead things are creepy in general, but I don't know, something about dead fish specifically freaked me out. I don't think that's necessarily around my, there's not really an inspiration for my character at all, though, but... Because, fun fact, my character was sort of like just a mix of two different themes, because I couldn't really decide on whether I should be a merman or a ghost for a long time, so... Yeah, my character is basically just a result of that. But yeah, just randomly finding a good fish freaks me out quite a bit. Especially when I'm just like trying to mind my own business, walking on the beach, and then boom, dead fish. I'm not quite as bothered by just seeing like fish at like a grocery store though, even though it still kind of tweaks me out a little bit. That's cool though, it's unique, thank you. Yeah, admittedly, I guess I'm sure there's like other deep sea ghosts around, but admittedly I haven't really seen a whole lot of people with a similar theme to me. I wouldn't not necessarily mind finding another deep sea ghost, though. It might be kind of interesting to see how someone else interprets the theme, you know? Or like, at least take a sea ghost in general. But yeah, basically my character's just meant to be a drowned artist, so. So it's just like a guy that wasn't necessarily from like a maritime type of dude, but just happens to drown the first time he gets on a boat, so. There's probably a Davy Jones VTuber around, yeah. Yeah, I would assume. Like, there's a lot of different VTubers out there, so I'm sure there is someone that's kind of like similar to me, but yeah, I just haven't found anyone with a similar theme, so. But yeah, I'm sure most people would be happy about that. I know back in the day I was like pretty curious if I would be able to find like my VTuber twin out there somewhere in the wild. But I know that a lot of people can get like are more concerned about being a little bit more, having a more unique design, so yeah, just kind of shrug at that. Hold on, I'm gonna cover up a little section right here. Yeah, this little part would normally be covered up by something, so. Or by, yeah, the hair is usually styled a bit differently than this, so. Okay. I know, it just feels kind of off for the chains to be, or the cheek to be cut off by the chains and not like a bit of hair. I'm not sure if other people would have necessarily cared about that. Actually, now I'm kind of curious about the Davy Jones VTuber. I'm just gonna kind of check up on that real quick on Google. I probably won't find anything. Google's not very good at finding that kind of stuff, I don't think. Oh, this looks kind of interesting. Yeah, I guess there are a couple of designs for that. I don't know if there's like an active VTuber though. I don't know, I've tried to look up mermaid VTubers back in the day, but also the ads are about to hit, so just a fair warning, I am going to go on my break and make myself some tasty cinnamon toast, so sorry, I don't know if I mentioned that, but yeah, I should probably get to doing that, so I'll see you guys pretty soon, and I hope you enjoy your, sorry, I hope you enjoy your ads. I probably won't, but yeah, I'll BRB, so I'll see you guys, BRB, boom. Okay, see you later. Alright, see ya. I'm back. I'm back. Hello, everybody. I'm back. Ugh. Yeah, I think today's just going to be a 3-hour stream, so sorry about that. I'm just kind of... Yeah, I really should have slept a lot earlier last night. Yeah, stayed up. I think I taught... Yeah, I admitted it earlier, but I stayed up way too late last night, so... Okay, I'm just going to take a moment to eat my toast, and then I'll... Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Just need to have this little moment. Sorry if you hear chewing sounds. I just need to... Okay. I guess I can, like, bring up my, You probably saw it. Some of you guys probably saw it before, but my other painted chibi that I did, so. Hope I misspelled that, that's great. But you guys probably know the style that I'm trying to replicate. Yeah, so this is the last one I did. Did it, like, roughly over the weekend, I think. But yeah, something else to look at, basically. Okay. Yeah, sorry, it's being a bit quiet too. Doing a lot of garden themes. Of course, I say that like you don't know why I'm doing so many garden stuff. I should probably mess with another type of environment, though, I'll be honest. Maybe something more fiery, I don't know. That looks so good, thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Yeah, I feel like he came out nice. I feel like Simone here came out quite nice and slick. Yeah, especially since I was struggling with his outfit design, so... You know, his So, I might try and actually make a character sheet if I can, if I can will myself to, but... Yeah, just try to make a proper sheet for him. So I have the design down. And try to come up with a proper story for him too. But yeah, I drew him a while back. when I was or did like a little portrait of him. I think my main issue with his design though is I just tried, part of me just kept trying to make it kind of sexy, but I don't know, it just wasn't working out for him, I don't think. So, no thigh gap, unfortunately. Yeah, I think that was the... No thigh gap, no boob window. Of course, it probably looked kind of crazy with this little chibi version, but yeah. Okay. Alright, one more slice of toast and then I'll get back to work. Okay, I'll probably go back to, oh yeah, and this is another artwork I've been working on, though. As you can see, it's unfinished, so it's kind of doesn't quite have a lot of oomph. No, not the boob window! No, no! I know it's difficult. Can't see his tits, but... yeah, okay. Yeah. It's kind of just sometimes how it be. Also, I think part of me just really wanted to use a lot of like variations of the color black, but I wasn't quite sure how to go through with that. Yeah. Almost there. Should have made this a lot earlier, I'll be honest. I just wasn't that hungry earlier because I had my cereal, but... yeah, I just didn't really have probably just didn't have enough to eat in the morning. Of course, usually people have lunch about this time, so that's probably why. All right. Okay, hopefully I start feeling a little bit better now. But yeah, let's get my drawing glove back on, take a sip of my water. Sorry guys, basically had to watch me eat for a few minutes. Just don't think I could have lasted, to be real. But yeah. Okay, hold on. I should probably finish the hair real quick and then I'll get back to it. So okay. So yeah, let's get the line art for the hair done. Okay. Thin it down here. But yeah, sorry, I feel like I'm being really quiet on stream, but honestly, that's probably why I need to go on my break. Because I'm just, been feeling drained in general. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just keep thinking about how I want to go about my break. I'll probably take it easy on the next on the couple of days after my after the weekend, so Monday and Tuesday. Because usually I try to work a bit harder on those days, but yeah, I think those are the days I want to just sit around and mess around, basically. Also, thinking about it now, I think I just realized I'm finally free from the birthday streak, at least for a while, so. I have a lot of my closer family members, their birthdays are within like a few weeks of each other, so I have to worry about giving gifts a lot for that bit of time, but now that my brother's birthday has just passed by, I should be good for a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if you're like big into gift giving, but usually prefer to try and give some gifts, so. Yeah, hopefully I did okay with the gift giving, so. Kept it a lot simpler for the birthdays, because you know, the stuff, you know what's going on. Yeah, I had to keep it a little bit simpler this year. Okay. But yeah, so just gonna laze around, I guess. Sorry, I don't know. Sorry, I don't have much to talk about. Unfortunately, I never got the habit of giving gifts on birthdays. Oh, I see. It's just kind of what people do, I guess. It's like I like giving people gifts and stuff. It's just sometimes the finances, and some people are just harder to give gifts for than others. So usually the guys are a little bit tougher. The guys in my family are a little bit tougher than the woman, I guess. I know what my mom and grandma like, basically. Yeah, I usually just focus on my grandparents and my immediate family, basically, so. I mostly just worry about 5 people. But yeah. Kind of just gave my brother a Gundam this year, so hopefully he liked that. Now, part of me is worried that maybe we're giving him too many Gundams or something, but I guess it seems like he might be fine with it. Okay. Gundams are great, though. There's never too many, I see. Yeah. It's just I remember during Christmas, it seems like almost all the gifts that he got were Gundams, so that's why I was thinking that. Like, the dude got a lot of Gundams now. So admittedly, I'm not like the biggest Gundam person out there, but when I went out to the store, because I almost forgot to actually get him a gift this year, until it was like I think yeah, like Friday. It's like, oh god, it's his birthday's in a couple of days. But yeah, I saw this like little this Gundam series that actually looked kind of cute. Kind of actually looked like my vibe a little bit. I don't remember exactly what they're called. It might have been like Rosin Knight or something, but they're a little bit more cutesy looking, and they kind of had a fantasy theme. I'm just googling it real quick. Rosin Knight. Oh, it might actually be it. Maybe. Maybe. I'm not sure if it's exactly right, but I guess Rosin Knight is like a specific character. Hold on. Hold on. But yeah, it seems like their heads are a little bit bigger, I guess, so it kind of gives them a bit of a cuter look. Gonna copy and paste. But yeah, I kind of liked the look of the series, so you know, if I ever feel like going for another Gundam, I might try to grab one of these if they're still there. That's how they get you that one specific model you like, and then you start to like the others and the others, and oh, that's great. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Honestly, I just like having something to kind of chill and assemble, you know, not something you don't have to like think about too much. Yeah, when you try to make up a drawing, you have to like consider the composition and all plan out everything, and then so I kind of like having those kits so I can still like make something, but not have to like worry about the specifics too much. But that's just me. That's just me. Honestly, I think it's probably a little bit easier to keep the Gundams too. You know, I've been seeing like these like kind of sort of like paper type of kits where you kind of assemble like a little diorama space. I've been seeing like kits for that around, and I kind of want one, but I feel like it's going to be a bit harder to store that than the Gundams. Because I think I already need another bookshelf. I own a lot of books, by the way, so I've just been collecting over the years. Mostly art books, but yeah. You know, I was kind of planning on getting 3 shelves, but I never got around to getting the final shelf, so I just have the 2 shelves against my wall. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I keep zooming in and out. It's just trying to check it from the distance, basically. Okay, here's the harder part. Trying to get the smooth-ish line here. Okay. Yeah, let's get this edge too. So it's not going as crazy with the detail here. Maybe actually I can add a little bit more oomph right here. But honestly, this isn't like a focal point at the bottom of the outfit. Okay. Sorry, I'm just kind of locking in a little bit, trying to get this coat drawn or lined. But yeah, it's definitely like the lining and stuff definitely makes it look like it's moving along a lot faster, so it's actually kind of crazy. So I'm trying to think about what I will do after the lining. Kind of want to get to work on this background pretty soon, so it's not going to be a very polished background. I'm actually going to like blur it out, kind of put down colors and shapes, and then make it super duper blurry so it's a bit, so it looks a lot cleaner, or it looks a lot cooler, I guess. Yeah, because the thing about the previous chibi is that the background is actually like super messy. I'll actually open the clip file real quick because I just had the PNG, but Simone. Nope. Clip. Okay. Open. Because I had the original layer, but yeah, I can see it's just a bunch of messy shapes back here. I just blurred it out really hard. Just blurred it out a bunch so I didn't have to like clean up anything. Okay, it's not there. I'm probably gonna do something pretty similar to that. Anyways, sorry, I'm just trying to remember what I'm doing. Okay, I think I was working on this part. Yeah, the coat. Yeah, okay. Okay. So let's get this area. I think I'm gonna post a stream reminder really quick right after I get this little bit taken care of. I don't know, I feel like I probably chased some people away with my little session with the toast. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna end the stream in an hour just because I'm so tired. I might go on for longer, but... Oops. Okay, let's take a screenshot of my work in progress real quick. Yoink. Oh. Okay, copy image. Control V. Post the link real quick. Post that. Just one more hour. And then alt text sketch of chibi ghost underwater. Okay. Kind of just keep. All right. I'll post that. All right. Okay, yeah. Okay, back to OBS, and yeah, I think this piece will at least be like mostly done by the time by the time that stream ends. But I can't be entirely sure, so. Come on. All right. But yeah, I'm just gonna get some liner on this hat. I'll probably add more towards the face because I feel like it could. This eye could use a little bit more oomph, but yeah, it's I at least feel like I'm close enough to being done. So at least that should be the case once I get the background dealt with. Okay, let's get the edge right here. Okay, this is really... I can't see very well, but I know that for a fact that this is messy. Okay. Come on. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna focus on this section right here. Yeah, let's work on the inner stuff real quick. Yeah, as much as I like the look of the hat fabric, it does kind of stress me out when I try to actually like render it. Maybe not rendering, but I should say lining. These details, they're killing me. They're killing me, damn it. Okay. So yeah. Get this. let's do this right here. Okay. Details are so important, but so annoying. Yeah, yep, absolutely. Definitely. Especially like details that require like a steady hand, honestly. Because my hand is not the most if you couldn't tell, I don't have the steadiest hand in the world, so it can definitely be a bit of a stressor. Boop. Okay. Okay, let's get the belt. Just add a little bit of lining over here, just for the sake of it. Honestly, yeah, I could probably just throw a bit of it in, just to make things pop. It's not meant to be super clean or anything, so probably be okay if I just be a bit more loose. Yeah, these aren't necessarily meant to be super duper polished. I guess that's what I'm telling myself anyways. Also, this should be color here is a bit off, so let me take care of that. Make a little more purple, at least in this lower area. Yeah, I think in the past I was a lot worse about being stuck on details. Nowadays I do try to be a bit looser, just so I can actually get stuff done at a semi-reasonable time. Back then I was really bad about about taking too long. Yeah, it was just kind of hard to. It would be hard to kind of like spend 2 to 3 weeks on a single artwork and then just get kind of ignored. So yeah, try to move a little bit faster. At least when I'm ignored, you know, it doesn't feel quite as painful. But yeah. All right. All right. Okay, I'm gonna get this bit. Get this. Get this. Okay. Not thrilled about that. Okay, sorry. Stretch. Ugh. Yeah, it's supposed to work on this bit. I'm gonna add a tiny bit of detail right here. Not the. And of course, some more detail towards this area. And hopefully that should help things pop out a bit more. Actually, I should do it with the eyebrow too. Yeah, the eyelid. Let's get the eyelid. Okay. course, I want to get the color over that I usually have on is on the eyelid. I probably should have emphasized that a bit later. Probably, hopefully I remember that. Hopefully. But yeah, so. Alright, let's do the part that I never like. The hardest part. Okay. The chains. Yes, they're supposed to be kind of like some sort of like chain slash jewelry type of thing right here. You know, decorative hat thing. Hat chains. But they're also very hard to draw. Sorry, it's like I get so distracted by the chains that you just kind of forget to speak. Yeah, it's like when you kind of idolize those JRPG style characters with their more complicated designs, but then it ends up haunting you when you try to apply it to your own characters. Ah, the woes. Ah, the woes. Okay. I gotta head out. Take care of yourself after stream. Alright, thank you. Thanks for hanging out here, Dream, and I hope the rest of your day goes well. Hope you have a... Yeah, I hope your stream later goes well as well. So, but yeah, I'll try to go on for about another hour, and then I'll just raid out, and then just kind of just chill out, I guess. Okay. So hopefully my model doesn't freak out too much, but probably gonna freak it. Yep, it's freaking out right now. I have to keep my... I had to shove my face into this. That's why my model kind of freaks out like that, because I got my face too close to the tablet. Can't like sense my face anymore. Okay. Alright, so let's get back to the outer layer for the hat, or the outer lining for the hat right here. Oops. Oops, okay. Yeah. So just trying to see if I can add a bit more oomph, but I'm not sure. A little bit unrelated to what I'm doing, but kind of just yapping about the plants again. I'm just kind of impatiently waiting for the garden center to open again. I know it's not like I'm going to see any like or too many plants that I actually want to get until like probably around late April or May. Excuse me. Because usually it takes some time for them to set those out, but I just like visiting there. It's really close to my workplace, so it's not really much. I just gotta... Basically, I like visiting it. Could probably go ahead and just like get some plant food or some seeds, because they usually have the seeds open. Oh yeah, and they got onion bulbs there too. I got some that's what I got last year. I'll probably get more onion bulbs after that, but yeah, basically I'm just kind of sitting around being impatient, just kind of waiting That's my current status, basically. Okay. I am also planning on, like, starting a lot of my seeds at the... Or some of my seeds, not all of them, obviously, but some of the earlier blooms I'm gonna try and start them indoors for... So they can, like, get flower earlier. Yeah, I'm actually, like, cold stratifying some of them right now in the refrigerator. But, you know, I just kind of have to wait on a lot of that. Yeah, I should probably think of getting my poppy seeds cold stratified pretty soon. I might throw them in there at the end of the month. But yeah, I'm still waiting for some of my... I got my Pestamon, I got my Salvia seeds, I got my Delphinium seeds, and something else. Phlox, yeah, I got my Phlox seeds in there, so... I'm gonna try and plant them on April 2nd, because, you know, that would mean they were in there for 30 days, or around 30 days. But yeah, I had actually, like, forgot exactly when I put them in there, so I was kind of, like, worried. But I figured I'd just, like, scroll back on my profile on Blue Sky, because I know that I made a post about it on there, but then I recently realized that I wrote the dates on the baggies that I put them in, so it's like don't really need to do that. So yeah, I put them in there in the 2nd of March, and I just need to, and I'll go ahead and plant them indoors around the start of April. But yeah, there's still some seeds that I want to start a bit earlier than that, so get some of my veggie seeds started, I think. Yeah, basically spinach, lettuce, some of my brassicas, that would be a good idea. Oh yeah, and the chamomile. Actually, I don't know if I need to stratify that or not. Probably do. I don't know, maybe I can just, like, leave the chamomile tray outside. But I did buy some seed planting soil, I think a while back, so like a couple weeks ago, so I should be good on that. Probably just open up the bag and just take care of that, maybe. Okay, so I think I might be okay on the lining right now, hopefully, maybe. Yeah, it definitely looks a lot more polished now, so... Like, I know that there's still some cleanup that I will need to get done eventually, but... Yeah, how about I just go ahead... Oh yeah, and I still haven't lined the actual, like, fish, but I can do that later. But yeah, basically I want to get this background done, so... Hold on. Okay, so I need to start naming these layers, so BG sketch. Okay, I'll name the space, because... And, yeah, fill. Anyways. I'm gonna... Yeah, I should hide the palette real quick, and I should name this layer 2. I have not been good about naming these layers. Yeah, let's name this layer 2. Okay. I just drew a random eye. I think it was... Now that I think about it, this original chibi was actually originally just a sketch, so... Or just a random sketch that I decided to go further with. I actually sketched him before I worked on this, so... This is technically the first chibi, but I didn't... Yeah, I just didn't really get around to it until more recently. Okay, but anyways, let's go ahead and start throwing their colors in, so... Alright. Gets a little too dark, I think. Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to lower the saturation. But yeah, I'm having a darker spot right here. So yeah, I'm just trying to, as you know, I'm trying to just get this background done. So I'm kind of going off the cuff with some of the coloring here. All right. And I'll probably merge this all down with the base layer. But right now, these are on separate layers, just to keep things a bit cleaner for the time being. Okay, let's have a gradient for this section. But yeah, wish me luck here. It's gonna be tough. Alright. Can be a little bit difficult to do this kind of stuff. Okay. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna probably blend all of this out like crazy, or blur it like crazy. Okay. So yeah, there should be a glow up here because of that's where the light comes from. The sun, which is above the surface, I'm sure all of you know how oceans work. Okay. But yeah, it's time to start planning out our colors. Gonna try and stay in theme with keep it in theme with my character, so a lot of purple and blues, I think. Hopefully not too much that will clash. But yeah, right now I'm just throwing in this coral color. Should probably be a bit more assertive with it. Probably just make the forms a bit sharper. A little bit sharper anyways. But yeah, I really gotta take some time to just kind of design a deep sea garden, since it's probably canon to my character, I think. Yeah, come up with potential like coral and plants and all that stuff. Yeah, I think that would be pretty fun, honestly. Okay. No, back. Sorry, I'm just trying to come up with a color for the ship right now, so. Trying to do this. Okay. Okay. So I'm being very soft with it, so it kind of doesn't stick too far out from the background, just so I kind of. Since it's meant to be a bit further back, so. Yeah, I think this ship right here is technically the one that my character sort of resides in, so. Kind of quote unquote lives in. Not really living, obviously, but. Yeah, that's why I say exist, because it's, dead. He's a ghost. Yeah, I wonder how many other VTubers kind of think out their living spaces. I'm sure it's probably pretty normal. But yeah, just a lore accurate living space. I don't know. Alright, so should probably have a bit of a cast shot. Or make this darker down here. Just gonna try to remind myself not to worry about this too much, because it's But I also gotta worry about it. Okay. Yeah, let's come back here and just add a lighter color once again. And I'll probably try to rotate this a bit. Alright. Okay. Horizontal lines, my worst enemy. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sorry I'm being a bit quiet. I guess that's kind of the norm at this point. Okay. Alright, that might be good enough for the time being. Hey Ghost, I might dip now because I'm starting to get hungry and I need to do some stuff. Here, have fun on your break. The drawing looks amazing as always, and I hope you have the fun on the rest of the stream. Alright, thank you, Storm. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. But yeah, I hope you get your reviews back soon so you can actually work on things a bit more. But yeah, I appreciate that you hung around, and also thank you for the hydrate as well. Yeah, I might actually be focusing on this background for the rest of the stream anyway, so. But yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your day / night. It's probably nighttime for you, but yeah, hope to see you again sometime soon. All right, bye. Sorry, I'm trying to just shake my head around, but it doesn't react fast enough, so I just look dumb. Okay. Sorry about that. Hold on. Trying to add a lighter color here. It's not really. Okay. Also, I should probably add some ground here. I guess I'm starting off with purple, but I realized I probably should have originally wanted to make it more sandy, I think, so. You know, it's a sandier section of the ocean. Maybe get some I was thinking like cobblestones, but I guess my character doesn't really need cobblestones now that I think about it. Because he kind of just floats around. I still want the stones on the edge of the garden. It's kind of like kept on the edge of the beds though. So yeah, I'll try to keep that in. Okay. But yeah, I should probably get to adding in some of these greens. Okay, we'll make it. Guess I'll try to make it greener. Maybe my character has a little bit of kelp. Some sort of a kelp china in the background here. I think that might be, you know, decorative kelp. A must-have for your undersea garden. A must, damn it. Okay. So I got the silhouette for that down. Try to lighten it up a bit. Kind of kind of wonder if kelp is able to flower or not. The thought just occurred to me now. Not really sure, honestly. I mean, it'd be pretty interesting if it does, but I think I'll just look that up later. You see if that's actually, if it actually happens. Also, there's another ad break coming. I might try to just stick around just because it's the last hour here. Just a fair warning to everyone. Okay. So we got this lined out, so it sticks out a bit more. Yeah, I really gotta do that. Really gotta design that garden because that sounds pretty fun. And also I got a text message. It's okay, it's just spam, okay. Sorry, just had to make sure. In case I was getting like food offering or something. Okay. Now let's draw in our deep sea roses right here. So it's not in the sketch, but I was also thinking about a butterfly fish bush, if you know what I mean. Kind of match the two different types of plants that I'm sort of gunning for. Or the two shrubs, I mean. I think rose bushes counts as a type of shrub, so. Okay, I'm gonna make this lighter, and I'm gonna have it for the deep sea geraniums right here. Kind of wonder what we could do for our deep sea chives. Anyways, I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna add a bit of a lighter color to both of these. Probably more towards the edges, but yeah. Okay, do the same for the deep sea geraniums. Probably have it be a little bit lighter because the bush itself is lighter. And maybe have more of these, this really deep dark color in some areas. Let's see. Also, there's just some open space right there, so I'm just gonna maybe have another thing right here. It'll be a shorter. Yeah, it's a fresh strand of kelp rather than an older, rather than like the long ones, a freshly planted one. Okay. Yeah, admittedly I can't remember exactly what I was looking for, but or exactly what I sketched here, so. Probably draw on some like stones or something. And maybe I can have it like mostly be like coral. Have this be more like coral or something. Maybe a anemone. Yeah, it might be fun to have like little, when I like try and plan out that deep sea garden, maybe I could like include a bunch of like little fish that kind of dart around the space. That might be kind of fun. Yeah, I'm just adding in a garden variety of a sea anemone. So I don't want it to be too pink or anything, so I'm just trying to keep the colors toned down. Okay. Also me just remembering that a lot of these details are going to be buried anyways, so... Okay. Still, I'll probably go ahead and maybe add some lighter specks. Try to indicate little fishies. Maybe have a little bit of seagrass popping out in some places. Yeah, especially in the front. Yeah, I get this, just has like some, these aren't mussels, but I already forgot what these guys are called. You know, those things that kind of, those creatures that kind of like, grow on the sides of boats and whales and stuff. Yeah, I forgot what they're called already. Apparently the creature that apparently almost broke Charles Darwin. Starts with a B, I think. Yeah, I'm trying to draw that right here. Barnacles, yeah, a couple of barnacles. Ah, barnacles. Okay. Ah, barnacles. Okay, sorry. Anyways, let's get their little deep sea geranium. Draw little flowers. Make it very cute. Only about 2 days before the pre-orders come out, I just realized, so... I think I already mentioned this, but I pre-ordered my, my geranium roots, they are pre-ordered, so... Of course, recently occurred to me that I probably need to get some sort of, like, container to grow them in. So I should probably get to that pretty soon. Kinda wish I got some, cardboard containers from when I went to the hardware store, because admittedly it's one of those big box hardware places, but kind of popped in just to see what I could get from them. Or they had like a big sale going on until like last Sunday. But yeah, I kind of wish I got some those paper pots that they were selling, because it was relatively cheap. Also, welcome back, anyone stuck behind the ad wall. I was just mindlessly yapping, so... Just rambling about the geraniums. They should... Yeah, the pre-order season ends in a couple of days, so hopefully I get my, they start sending my stuff out pretty soon. Just kind of impatiently waiting, you could say. But the geraniums that I got is called, it's like hardy geraniums, and I think they're called Brooklyn, because I was checking them earlier. But yeah. Oh right, I just remembered that I want to add rocks to the edges. Just kind of rocky lumps, basically. Okay. Yeah, I don't like the... I'm gonna make this area, a little bit of this area a bit darker. And up here, I'm just gonna add like a little bit of indication for the waves up above. Okay, let's hide the sketch real quick. Alright, not too bad. But yeah, maybe I'll darken some things a little bit. Oh yes, and I want to add a bit of some lighter spots. I'm actually going to use the lasso tool here. Just make the edges look a little bit harder. Make it look a bit more like a rock, I think. No, what? Stop! Wasn't what I wanted. I didn't want to do that. Okay. Damn it. I was just like flinging around my... I hit the eyedropper on accident, that's what happened. So... yeah, I wasn't trying to use the eyedropper, I was just trying to deselect the area. So it's meant to hit the selection tool, of course. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to add some little flashes of a lighter green around, just kind of for the sake of variation. Maybe some specks up here. Okay. Add some kind of a bowl shape behind these dots. Maybe it looks a little more fishy. Okay. And maybe some non-fish dots over here. Okay. Just, sorry, I keep just adding a little bits and bits, little bits of which details, all that stuff. Okay. All right. Also, I just realized that my playlist just ended, so let me go back to the start, because whoopsie-daisy. Honestly, we only have like 20 minutes left, so probably not that big of a deal. I am gonna soften some of the stuff up, even though it's gonna be blurred out. Oh, maybe make this area right here actually a bit darker. Should probably do that to kind of indicate that that these are the depths and all that. You know, deeper into the ship graveyard where the otherworldly beings are, so. Because my character actually got killed by an eldritch creature underwater. That's why his ship sank. So, in my lore, my character is my character kind of decides to go into a ship, and which happens to carry a ancient idol of an eldritch being. And so the eldritch creature, which was tried to reclaim it basically, but yeah, that kind of led to the ship sinking. So, and my character happens to stay as a ghost, so he's just kind of stuck under the water. So yeah, that's my lore. That is my lore. Well, someone's coming home. Sorry if you hear the dog. Okay. Okay, let's add a little bit of more detail here. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and merge these together. Actually, I'll take this. I'm gonna look the sketch up, so you can't see it, but it was in between these two layers. I realized I didn't really want that to lose that, so yeah. So anyways, I am just gonna go ahead and go to filter, blur, and then Gaussian blur. Okay, it's a little... Since I put a little bit more effort into the background of this piece, I might make it not quite as blurry. Actually, I'll also erase part... No, that's not erasing. Shit, okay. Yeah, I'll erase part of the bottom here, just to... So it feels like some stuff isn't quite as blurry. Okay. And maybe I'll have a overlay layer just to unify some colors. And the dog is starting to howl. I don't know if he... Yeah, I guess Mom's just kind of... I'm pretty sure it's Mom, because he doesn't like bark like that for anyone else, or for the rest of us usually. Okay. Yeah, I think I got the background done. Nice, nice. I guess I should have added more rays of light in the back here though, but oh well. Actually, maybe I'll make this a little bit... Yeah, okay. And it feels like there's more light coming from that way. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save for now. Maybe I should add a vignette at some point too, but I'm going to wait on that. So I think I'm going to... Oh yeah, I wanted to lower the opacity of the glow layer real quick, so I'm just setting it down to 90, so I can like bring out some of the base cut, some of the actual colors here a bit more. I'm also going to lighten up this eye highlight eye highlight right here, just because it's a little too similar to the rest of the stuff, I think. And kind of add a bit of a light to the iris. Let's do the same with the pupil here. Okay. Yeah, so he's definitely starting to stick out a bit more. My little guy, my little me, mini-me. Okay. Sorry, I know there was something else that I wanted to do outside of just doing these fishies. Okay. That wasn't just yeah, something with the face, I think. I don't know, it's probably just... Oh yeah, this area. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to add more of this purpley color to it. So I'm actually just gonna lightly add more purple. And the highlight for this is actually going to be the cyan color. So I should probably desaturate it a bit so it doesn't stick out too much. But yeah, okay. Oh my god, be quiet, Micah. Shush. Shush. Noisy. Okay. There we go. So we got that taken care of for the time being. So actually, just trying to remember what I wanted. Okay. I'm gonna lighten it up slightly. actually. Then I'll, okay, a bit more, make it a bit warmer. Yeah, and just start adding highlights towards the edges of the hem right here. Ah, oh my god. Yeah, that should make it a bit sharper and cleaner looking, I think. That's the goal anyway. Okay. So that's one part of the coat. Actually, I'll do the same thing over here. Also, I should just... hold on. Just carefully adding a bit more detail. Okay, yeah, let's bring out the edges here. Also, I probably... Sorry if my model's freaking out. Just realized I was on OBS. Oh, hey there, Troll Darian. Sorry about that. Sorry if you were here for a while. I forgot to switch back from the browser. I like the lighter lines next to the blue trim. Thank you. Yeah, these are kind of like, or supposed to kind of act like highlights. So, because it kind of helps. I do it so because it helps bring out some of the details here. So, gotta lighten this up again. But yeah, I hope your day is going well. Thank you for hopping in near the end of the stream. I've just been, I'm getting pretty, I actually got pretty close to getting done with this, but thinking maybe I could add more. I probably just need to polish up some more details, and that probably should be good to post it eventually. Yeah, I'll probably post it later today, but just trying to... was mostly aiming to get pretty close to finishing this piece. But yeah, I hope your day has been going well. And have you been doing anything exciting today, or are you just chilling out for the time being? Trying to chill out on your Friday? Getting ready for the weekend and all that? Of course, I don't know if you're a weekend worker like I am or not, but yeah, I'm just trying to... I'm just chilling out, or I guess I'm not really chilling right now, but just trying to get the job done. But yeah, I hope you're having a good day. Slacking off, I see. Well, hopefully you're enjoying your slack off time. Yeah, I've been kind of bad about slacking off like these past few weeks, but I think it's just because I was getting kind of cooked mentally every day, honestly. So yeah, it's kind of the motivation for going on break. So yeah, this is the last stream before I screw off for 2 or 3 weeks. I'm aiming for 2 weeks, honestly, but if I'm not feeling ready yet, I might make it 3 weeks. But yeah, it depends on how much I want to work on like side projects or stuff, because I do need to just take time to figure out some other stuff outside of streaming. So yeah, I'm taking a break because I'm feeling overwhelmed, basically. So I'm trying to be a little bit less overwhelmed. At least for a little bit. Okay, I need to... Okay, but yeah, right now I'm just adding some basic line art around the fish so they pop out a little bit more. And kind of match the rest of the image. Or the rest of the chibi, I should say. Okay. But yeah, I'll probably be taking a little break from this piece, and then just try to get back to work later. Actually, sorry, I'm just trying to look around. Sorry, I just wanted to... ended up checking out something, but it wasn't really a big deal. I realized I should probably check up, see if I want to... who I might want to target for a raid. Got a few artists up, so that's good to see. Yeah, I'll be raiding another art streamer, so... I might raid Clancy, since he raided me a few good times in the past. But yeah. Of course, I don't know if I raided him recently. I don't know. He's a really chill guy, though. He does, like... he has really good he's really good at, like, perspective and stuff as well. Like, yeah, I might just raid him. Yeah, I feel like not a whole lot of other people are live right now, so... yeah, I feel like Fridays tend to be a bit crazier, so it's kind of wild that there's not a lot of people on, but I guess I'm not sure if that's like... I don't remember if it was more people going live at the later point of the day or not. Okay. Sorry, I'm just seeing how that looks against the dark. Okay. So just trying to... yeah, I'm being a bit rough with the line art right here, so... okay. Oh god, my model, sorry. Yeah, you've probably seen the model freak out a lot, because I keep shoving my face into my tablet, so... okay. But yeah, I gotta make sure to get this piece done tonight, so I can do my own slacking off later. Yeah, there's a couple of games that I wanted to take a look at, so yeah. Of course, they're more like co-op type of games, but... so I'm not sure how well that will go with me being alone, but it'd be nice to kind of figure out the basics before I actually try to get in with other people. Okay, I'm gonna make some parts of this a bit thicker. Okay. And of course get the eyes as well. Okay. Uh-oh. Sorry, the high wind warnings still seem to be going on, so... well, it's not very windy outside right now, though, so... yeah, we have a severe weather alert out here, but... I know my general area doesn't usually get hit so hard. So I'm just trying to keep my eye out for the time being. I'll probably be okay, but... I think my main concern is a power outage, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be like, no, my computer, no, I can't play my games, Yeah, I wish I need one of those book reading lights, so I can at least, like, read a book. I've been thinking about that for a while, but most of the time I don't need one. I just need the exceptions would be if I'm in the car, usually. Or if, if there's a power outage, but that hasn't happened a whole lot recently. Knock on wood. Okay. Okay, hold on. Just gonna... sorry, just checking this out. Okay. Should name this layer, so fish lining. And I am going to make the color of the fish just a touch darker, so it looks like they're actually like shaded right now. Or like there is, makes it look like there is shading. Hold on, I'm gonna change the color to be something a bit, well, so this is a multiply layer. Okay. Okay, so it's not very, it's not too much darker, but it's a bit, just a smidge darker. And I'm just gonna go in and just erase the bits around the eyes, though, or the highlights rather than the general eyes. Those gotta stay lit, you know. Actually, I think I forgot one of the fish. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, I forgot you, mister. I forgot you. No. Okay. Okay, we're almost there. But yeah, I do think I did get quite a lot further than I really thought I would, so... Well, I guess I wasn't really sure how far I would go. I thought I'd actually be able to finish, but then, around, like, the halfway point, I realized I wasn't gonna finish. At least not in, like, within 3 hours. And now I'm, like, almost done, so it's like, I guess I wasn't too far off, but... Yeah, I think I probably want to add a little bit more of a general shading in some parts, and then maybe some general lighting. Of course, I gotta get some post-processing done. I think I'm gonna go ahead and like throw some noise over this image. Set it to overlay. That kind of gives it a bit more depth, I feel like. I like to just slap around noise, to be honest, so yeah. Okay. But yeah, so since this is very close to being done, but I'm just gonna go ahead and set up the raid, so, because as I said, I'm a wee bit tired. So yeah, let's hop over to Clancy and see how he is doing. Of course, hold on. Oh, it's another unplanned stream. I see. I just realized it's someone's affiliate anniversary. Uh-oh. It's not loading on my end. Sorry, I'm just, I don't know if it's because of the ads or not, because the ads kind of cause some problems here. Okay. Well, hopefully the ads aren't a problem for you guys, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and raid Clancy then. I think it's around his affiliate anniversary too, so. Alright. But yeah, I hope you all have a good day and or good night. I should be back in 2 to 3 weeks, but yeah, I hope you had a good time here. But yeah, so hope to see you all again. Sorry, it's like I don't have much to say. I usually try to drop my schedule, but usually I stream on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, but yeah, as I said, the break is going down, so I should still be doing art, so hopefully I'm actually a little bit more active on Blue Sky with art posts and stuff, but we have to see. But yeah, so have a good night, and let's go ahead and raid.